Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to another Leadership Lean In. We are joined today by Maddie. Thanks for coming along, Maddie. If you didn't catch the family night video that we put on YouTube last month, what have you been doing? If you just stop this now, actually, go to that video, watch that, and then come back to this straight away. We talked a bit in that about what's been going on in our kids' work in Redeemer. And big news, Maddie is coming on staff, which we are really excited about. If we had sound effects now with us and cheering.
Woo! I'll do them.
And so we're just going to hear a little bit from Maddie about what she's excited about, a bit of her backstory, as some of you may not know her. We're really excited to have Maddie join because, like I said on that family night video, over the last 2 years we've had, after COVID. That following year we had about 30 0 to 11s coming along on a Sunday being part of what we're doing, and the tots as well has been slowly growing, but now we regularly have over 50 on a Sunday, which is great, but it also means we don't want to just babysit. That's not all we're doing on Sunday mornings. We're not just keeping kids alive for an hour while their parents get to enjoy something in the auditorium, but we really want to invest in them and point them to Jesus. And so one of the things that we decided as elders that we really had faith for, that where God was leading us, was to bring someone onto the staff team who can do that, who can coordinate a team, who can gather a team, train a team, and think about what are we doing in this next stage of Redeemer church life with our kids who we want to grow up to know Jesus and impact our town just like we as adults want to do. So that's why Maddie's coming on. And so it'd be nice, Maddie, to hear a little bit from you, not just me talking about our kids stuff. So tell us, where should we start? What were you doing before? So you've been in Worthing for 2 years, nearly 2 years?
Oh, not even.
Not even 2 years.
No, yes, we have. Sorry, I can't do my maths. Yeah, we've been coming up to 2 years. Before we were in Worthing, we were living overseas. We were both teaching at an international school in Bangkok. So we spent 5 years in Thailand, getting to know Thais. We were part of a bilingual Thai and international church, and yeah, we really loved kind of trying to get in with Thai culture and in our way that we could, spreading the gospel. We were part of a great church, and we did actually do some kids work at our church there as well. And then with the pandemic, like lots of people, it was time for a change. We'd had Lucy, our daughter, whilst we were out in Thailand, and it was really on our hearts to come home. So 2022, we came back to Sussex. We spent a year living with my mum. Thank you, Mummy, very much for all the meals. We also had Benji within a couple of months of coming home as well. And I think last year for us was a bit of a year of kind of laying some foundations, probably quite a deliberate, slow start to adjusting back to life over here. But yeah, now we're both 2 feet in and have called Redeemer home since July 2022.
So those of you who don't know, so Maddie is married to Aidan, one of the Scottish contingent in Redeemer, with their 2 lovely little children, Lucy and Benji. And yeah, we really appreciate how they've got stuck in. So they lead a group that runs in the week, and they are very loved in that Lancing, I don't know, clan or whatever we're calling them, which is great. And in lots of other ways, Aidan's in getting involved in the band and all these different things. It's been great. Yeah, it's really great having you part of it. So tell us, how did you find Redeemer? How did you come to be here?
It was a Google search. But we had been a part of a New Frontiers church when we were in London. So we knew the kind of church we were looking for. We wanted to be part of a spirit-filled church. It was big on my heart actually that kids' work was good. Our church in Bangkok, it had been very small kids' work, so we kind of knew we were looking for spirit-filled. We were looking for good kids' work, and I think we walked through the door on that first Sunday, had the best welcome, and we didn't look at any other churches.
Can you remember who it was on the doors?
It was Helen.
Oh, Helen, good job.
Good job, Helen. So we love it here. Yeah.
Great. And so in terms of, if you didn't catch the video, the family night, Maddie's coming on staff starting in September, so you're currently working for or in...
I'm working for an educational charity supporting maths teachers in teaching.
Yeah, and so that's coming to an end at some point in the summer, and Maddie's going to start in September with us. So don't bombard her quite yet with questions about your kids or what's going on in the kids' work. But we have just recording this straight after talking about Gather, which if you haven't signed up, get signed up, which is happening at the end of August. And Maddie's going to be, before we'd even talked to her about coming on staff, had said she'd love to be involved with kids' work at Gather. So yeah, really excited about that. So what are some of the things you're looking forward to coming on staff?
Oh, I have been working from home, so the first thing I'm so excited about is coming back into an office, having some colleagues. But more than that, someone shared with me, they just said it's such a privilege to be able to kind of steer the next generation of Christians who will be, leading the church. And actually that was quite profound for me, and I think it's just going to be such a privilege to be able to be a part of planning and raising our kids to know and love Jesus. And it's funny actually with the whole way the job even came about, because I didn't really know what I was searching for, and I had lots of really excitable ideas in my heart about reaching children and families in Lancing. I had these big visions, and it just feels like a real gift and an open door coming into Redeemer, and doing that all in the context of also just being able to share the gospel. It's a great bunch of people to work with. It's going to be fab.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited about just the staff team that are going to come with bring other Maddie, to make it extra confusing, who came on staff to do 2 days a week to do the youth work, and Aaron came on staff at the end of last year, and so for this new Maddie, or whatever, however that you'll be described, it's really exciting for us. And just so, which kind of links in with it, we talked at the family night about the offering that's coming up, the Above and Beyond offering, which is kind of to resource what we're doing in our kids' work, but also in our youth work, as it's like a key part of our church, and we do put money into it already through various staff and through things that happen throughout the year, but we really want to enable Maddie and for us, the church, to resource and do what we want to, all the things that God has put on our hearts for our kids, but also during the week with TOTS that happens, where we have around, again, another 50 kids fill the auditorium with their parents or in carers on a Monday morning, and starting to think about what we can do with schools and how else we can serve the town. And so really just full of faith for what God has got for the next years ahead with our kids' work. And so do please just be praying about what you can give, how you can play your part in that, as we want to just play our small little part in what God is doing with our kids and with our youth. And also, if you're a parent with young kids, I would encourage you to talk to them about how they can be part of it, even if it's just like 10p or 50p or £1 or whatever it might be. Let's, as parents, catch them up in what God is doing. As like I said, we don't want to just babysit the kids on a Sunday. We want them to know God. We want to be a God-first family, gospel-centered family, mission-focused family. We want that for our adults, and we want that for our kids. So I just encourage you to have some simple conversations with your kids. Empty those piggy banks, or bank accounts, whatever it is now, and just ask them to just join with faith that God will use that £1 or whatever it might be to serve their kids, to serve the youth in the church and also in our town. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, this is a great team we're assembling. Maddie McQuenna on youth, Maddie McDonough on the kids. How can I be part of the most happening place in Redeemer? There's good news for you. We do have some space on the team still. So if you watch thing, I need to be in the kids' work on a Sunday, or how can I help with TOTS? Do speak to me or speak to Maddie or Maddie. We would love to have you as part of it. It's going to be the place to be in church life. Maddie, thanks so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Can't wait for September. Can't wait for Gather.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.